Dear Nikon, we're not ready for the Z9 or the Z8 Mark II with global shutters and red RD3 light.
Okay, first of all, say R3D.
R3D.
Put some respect on it.
R3D light. We are undeserving.
Is that really how you feel?
Well, here's the deal. If you had to ask my opinion, okay? People did not put respect on Z9, Z8.
Okay.
So if they came out with the Z9 Mark II, Z8 Mark II, I don't think that the YouTube camera industry world is ready for a global shutter. I think people want it.
Yeah.
But I think if they put a global shutter and they put raw R3D light or any flavor of that, I think as incredible as a camera would be, people would buy it, but are they going to mass adopt it? So that's why I said we're undeserving. Because I think that we're the spoiled kids that got everything that we ever always wanted. And then when somebody comes up with something premium to us, we're like, I'm good.
See, I kind of went similar, but different. Mine is, I'm going to deviate just a tad here, but dear Nikon, upgrade the Z8 with everything except global shutter. I don't want global shutter in there, but definitely give me R3D RAW. Give me a full flip screen and upgrade that camera before you go touch the Z9. You can update the Z9, but upgrade our Z8 first.
So the Z9's older, correct?
It is technically older.
But you want them to upgrade the Z8?
First.
First.
Yes. And here's the reason why. I just said it. Nikon did a pretty good job with the Z9 when it first came out. But the latter didn't make sense. And what I don't want is the Z9 to come. Now, this is me. I don't want the Z9 to come out first with all these amazing features. And then, as like right now, I have a Z8. I have to hope that all those features make it into the Z8. And then, like, if they leave something out, then I'm feeling bummed about it. So give me a solid Z8 that I'm happy with. And then if you decide to go even bigger and better on the Z9 afterwards, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Go for it. But I think that mass adoption, when you talk about mass adoption, a R5 Mark II competitor, a FX3, A7 IV, A7 R5 or whatever competitor, I think their best competitor in the professional market is going to be the Z8. And so throw it at the wall for the Z8 right now. I want R3D RAW, LQ if that's fine. I want a flip screen, but don't give it a global shutter so that way red still has something. I need the reds to still have something. But yes, you could throw it at the wall for the Z8. Go for it.
The Komodo X drops 10% in value
immediately. Oh man, they're already so close.
Brand separation.
They're already so close.
Oh man!
So,
but here's the deal, and I know that you're optimistic, but based on adoption, they throw the kitchen sink. They already threw the kitchen sink at the Z9 Z8. It's still one of the best mirrorless cameras.
Yes,
that you can buy.
I agree.
Who's shooting on it?
So here's it. I think it is the EVA 1 problem that we talked about.
Yes.
They didn't have the ladder.
They have more people than EVA.
Now. But I think now more than ever, like the first Nikon camera that has red marketing and text inside of that camera, it will for sure have every videographer's eye on it. For the same reason that the Komodo got every videographer's eye on it. Because every videographer, whether they want to admit it or not, they do respect red in some fashion. Whether they like the company or not, totally up to them. But they do respect what Red Images have been able to create and what people have created out of Reds, and they will see that Red name, and they will see it at a Z8 price.
So question, this just lack of knowledge, color science,
Yes,
all that
all of it.
can be close, but as we can see with the GH7 and Ari, it's closer with the LUT,
Yep.
but not Ari.
Here's the difference.
My question is,
Okay,
they
go
own
ahead.
them. They
Yep,
own them.
They own them.
They own them. But this is the question. Do they have to take the sensor from the Komodo and put it in the Z8? Or can it just all be math?
I think it could all be math, and I will tell you here's the reason why I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
When Nikon bought Red, they kept Red as a company, as an entity, and everyone who worked for Red now works for Nikon.
Mm-hmm.
So those same genius engineers who designed Red sensors, because Red doesn't make their own sensors, they design them. Those designers can now work with the Nikon designers. They can work together to get the best image quality. And I'll be honest, I think the Red outperforms the Nikon.
Yeah.
But now you got those same minds in one room together. Dude, I think
So
you're
you're
going to get
saying
all of that.
updated sensor, but being realistic, it's going to be closer than the GH7 and Ari
Yes.
for so many reasons.
Yeah.
But
No, I think
maybe
it could be the exact same. I think it could be the exact same. We've seen it with the
if it's exact,
we've seen it
that's
with
wild.
Well, so you may not get 16-bit.
yeah, for
You
sure.
might get
But
12, but you're still I think it's going to be very close.
if you can
not
have
exact.
the Red image look workflow
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
at a Z8 price,
Put it in a Z8.
undeserving.
And you're telling me that people won't adopt it.
Undeserving.
People are going to go crazy.
Undeserving.
All right, Scott says Nikon R3D is existing. Our existing cameras, please.
In existing cameras.
In existing cameras, please. Yes.
Firmware update.
Firmware update on the Z8, the Z9, the Z6 III. You can kind of slowly,
Z6
quietly.
III.
What did I say?
Give it all. Yeah.
Yeah. Just have it like replace Nikon's RAW. Just replace it. Let it say R3D RAW. Let's go on. Dear Nikon, R3D RAW in the Z8. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
This is what the people want. This is a good one. Dear Nikon, don't F this up. Look, the ball is in their court. They can do some great stuff right now. We already know it.
Evan, get some work done.
Evan, you got work to do, brother. But come back in the chat. What does this mean?
Oh, Lumix gang. Lumix
Dear
gang.
Nikon, make Red Ari. What? That's a Lumix person. That's Big Cook. That's Lumix gang right there. By
Lumix
the way, one of the funniest videos I've ever seen on YouTube came from Big Cook's channel. For sure. He is Lumix game for sure. Dear Nikon, dual card recording. Yes, yes, and yes. I mean, the Z8 has dual card slots, but one is a CF Express Type B, the other's SD. Just put two CF Express Type B card slots. Just do it.
Is it heat? Is it money?
I don't know what
But
it is.
they did that with the
Scott
R5
probably
Mark
knows.
II, and it's like, guys, we know it's possible because the R1 did it.
Yeah. So just, if it's size, that's it. You know what? That's probably going to be the thing. The Z9 II will do it. That'll be the one thing. It's like,
Yeah, because they flagshipped it.
Yeah, they flagshipped it. That's probably
The Alpha 1, does it have two of the same?
Sony's?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they use the CF Express Type A card. So they have two dual SDs
Rich.
and then two CF Express Type A cards. All right, here's another one. Dear Nikon, I want to take photos with a red sensor, please. Look, we're just, just trying to help them out. You know what I mean? Dear Nikon, R3D in the Z8 too. I'll take R3D in the Z8 1 is all I'm saying. You could just drop it in there right now. I know the sensor won't be perfect, but it's an easier workflow. I'll just take the easier workflow.
Marcus, that's what I said. The YouTube community world isn't appreciating version 1 of the Z8 and Z9.
Scott says, Dear Nikon, please use fewer than 6 hinges on the flip screen. I just want a single flip screen. Don't make it crazy. It's origami every time you want to do something on the Z8. That's for sure. Super chat coming in from Andrew Thomas. Said, wow, that's really small. Let me see if I can read this out.
I'll read it for you.
Z8 II.
It's definitely the future. Z9 is an amazing camera, but smaller, adopted sheerly because of size, weight, build, when everything is getting smaller. Yeah, I kind of agree.
I 100%
but
agree.
it's the cost.
Well, the cost is there too, but
the cost was, if the Z9, and it couldn't be, but if the Z9 was $3,000,
well, yeah,
none of those things would have mattered.
Yeah, but it is the cost. But I don't know. Have you shot with the Z9?
Mm-mm.
It's a brick, bro.
It is.
It's
I've
like,
heard it's heavy.
I've held it like in the R3 in one hand, Z9 in the other hand. It is
Heavier than the 1DX Mark II?
yes.
Wow.
I don't know exactly,
And
but
their
it's about
glasses.
the same.
And their glasses huge.
And then their glass is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, the 50 is like a chunky lens. You know?
Yeah.
Actually, it's over there.
Yeah.
But like, it's a chunky lens. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So yeah, I 100% agree with you, Andrew. I think the Z8 was easily. I mean, for me personally, like, there's not too many sacrifices going from the Z8 from the Z9, and the weight, huge deal. Because I think the Z8 is heavy for what it is. But you know, they give you a lot, so gotta pay for it somewhere. Someone says there is a Facebook group with 6.7 members who are shooting Nikon.
Did you say 6.7?
6.7K members, sorry. 6.7 thousand members.
The
who are
market
shooting
share is 6.7 people.
Hey, thanks so much for checking out this clip. If you enjoyed it, do me a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button. It's how you tell the algorithm that you enjoyed this content, and that way they can share it to other creators just like yourself. And if you didn't like this video, that's okay too. Hit the thumbs down button, but hit it twice just so you show it that you really didn't like it.